Hello, hello. Alright, now you guys can hear me. Hello. How is everybody today? I had an update for a lot of my systems, and now all of my audio settings are kind of fucked. So that's awesome. Thank you, Twitch. I appreciate that. Alright. Hurrah! Hurrah! Wow, Brady, you're actually tuning into a stream for once. Imagine that. Enjoy getting your ass kicked in Pokemon while I sit here and listen to you suffer. Meanwhile, I get to deal with these Nimrods. Hello! Hi, everybody. Welcome to another session of the Regional Luavara. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're winding down. We're starting to come into the last couple of sessions. So we should be done probably within the next few months. Just depends on how quickly the rest of the party goes and how they progress in the story. But at the current moment in time, the Nameless have a big decision to make. And unfortunately, I couldn't prepare anything for today because they haven't made up their minds yet. So, we are going to be, just raw dogging this session. So, it's gonna be great. there might be some points in time where I do need some time to go find some maps or whatever we need. But I have all of my files open, so whenever we have the chance, I will be able to find whatever we need. And hopefully stop downtime as much as possible. But we shall see. Alright, let's go say hello to everybody and get the ball rolling. Rusty is going to be a little bit late today because he's out doing some stuff. But he shall join us when available. Alright. Let's go say hi.
To be something in the snow? I can't remember. But all I know is the best snow is the stuff you can put up your nose. That's besides the point.
You know, how the hell are you a teacher?
Listen, they drink the most.
So,
Why are we shoving snow up our nose?
Merry Chrysler!
oh, you missed a wonderful conversation earlier.
You did miss a good one. We were gonna pimp out 8.
We're
motherfucker.
pimping 8 now. Awesome.
I want a
What the
spell
fuck?
mantle.
No.
I want a mantle of spell resistance. I think 8
No.
can give me 20,000 gold,
No,
22,000
No,
gold.
we were singing wonderful jingles.
We are seeing wonderful jingles too. That is true.
Would you like to share one of them?
Oh, I don't remember them at this point. I never remember anything I say.
Oh, motherfucker. We were
It's been
doing
5 seconds.
commercials.
KP, can you text your mans and ask him how much longer he's going to be?
JJ Whitworth.
877 pimp now.
I'm pretty
I think KP stepped away.
Oh, of course he did. All right.
Hey, people wanted to go get food because we were also being degenerates.
Oh, yeah, because we pulled up an old meme.
We did. Oh,
Oh,
it wasn't
no.
that one. That wasn't what made KP walk away.
Mr. Owl, how long would it take to
Oh,
get to the
yeah.
center of your tootsies?
Oh, no, no. Please don't bring
Run.
Dave into this conversation.
Hey.
Please don't bring Dave into this conversation. Keep him out. I don't have to deal with that demon until tomorrow.
Be gone. And you gotta deal with him Monday, but that's
Don't forget the sage.
Well, at least on Monday I can kill him whenever I want.
that's
to.
true. You are more than
Fair.
welcome to.
Sage.
All right.
No, I still can't believe
And 3rd for good luck.
that on Monday I rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
Yeah, that was super impressive. You killed you took what was gonna be like half an hour's worth of doing shit. I was like, well,
Into,
fuck.
like, a couple
15 minutes it is.
Welcome to being a DM. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. I
speaking
know
of-
I've done that to you so many times.
Anyway. Previously, everybody remembers that you guys have left the marshes in task of Meadow, Sven, and the
Old
other
Croaker.
Mr. Croaker in order to unite the tribes together in order to defend against Ornot's armies. But is using the boots of teleport that Sven gave you managed to get you guys to Ebon Keep.
I really
where-
feel like we just beat up Sven and just took all of his shit.
Well, we kind of did.
We
Well,
did.
no,
we very
you-
much willingly gave it to us all.
Well, I mean, he did give you the belt, and then you practically looted Felfrey's body. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, you. Right.
Yeah.
So, making it to Ebon Keep, you guys spoke to the Kitsune Elder, and also learned that Fatali and Diana are now safe within the town.
Woo.
And got to have a nice little sit down and a little chat with Ravina, who left you guys with a very intriguing question and a decision that you guys had to make, but never came to a conclusion about yet. So, we're raw dogging this session because I have
Nope.
nothing prepared because of your indecisiveness.
Yeah.
However, by the request of most people, I can't say everybody, most people, the party needs to discuss the current situation a little bit more, so that way everybody has a full understanding of what everyone wants.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know why we need to do this or why we don't do it.
Yeah.
What's our
I-
reasonings for choosing what we're about to choose as
Fully agree.
individuals?
Right. So, where do you guys want to pick up? Like, Ravina would have definitely come by, like, around dinner time or so you guys can sleep on it, and then talk about it in the morning over coffee. Or you guys
I like
could
the
just be
idea
like,
of talking about it and then everyone sleeping on and then making the decision in the morning. Because
"Alright,
that gives people time to think.
Yep.
okay. In that case, then, we will pick up the day after your guys' conversation. You know, everybody starts waking up and doing their daily morning routines.
Well, I think we were actually going to discuss it in game, Josh. That was the thing.
That's what I'm setting up.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So everybody's going through their daily morning routines and then coming down to their little dedicated table that you guys have in this inn, because you guys are quite literally the largest party that is here and taking up the biggest table that there is.
Like, this is our table now.
So after quite some time, everybody gathers up, and as you guys are starting to finish your meals, Silky is going to speak up and say, "So, shall we begin discussing what we're going to do from here on out?"
Yeah.
I think that would be a good idea.
So, I already know what I think of this situation, and I want to hear your guys' opinion first.
Oh, alright.
Should we draw straws to see who goes first or what?
All right, everyone roll a d6.
Roll me a d8 because there's 7 of you.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
right.
say, wait.
Well, I wasn't counting Silky
Alright, math.
because I assumed Silky was gonna be last.
Oh, well, okay, that's
Ooh.
fair.
It's me. I'm going first.
Third.
Sorry, I forgot to open up session.
Oh, good job, Cody.
Cody.
See, I did that last session, but
Yeah.
nobody noticed.
You can get off Warframe, Cody.
No, he can't. It's his life. He's a material girl.
He's too busy staring at that ass.
Alright, D6?
D8. We are rolling D8s.
Oh, D8.
All right, Cody, you and I are gonna have a D3 roll off.
What do you mean? What do you mean,
Oh,
Cody?
we go for the one.
Cody rolled a 2 on the d8.
Oh, my bad. He rolled a D. So I didn't realize that was a 1 on the D6. All right, and then KP and
KP went to go
Rusty
get
was just go-
food.
KP and Rusty will just do it whenever.
I
Yeah.
wonder what kind of food. I hope it's good.
Also, so I like to think that we actually did like draw straws, or like we pulled out sticks. Alistair
Yep.
begrudgingly looks at the shortest stick. All right.
Yeah, Silky's the mediator holding the sticks.
Yeah, absolutely. My opinions, I'm a little worried because even though going into this pocket dimension, did we get confirmation it slows down time? Like, so
yes,
the
time moves at half speed.
yeah. I'm still worried that if we spend too much time in this pocket dimension doing attacks that could kill us, would theoretically cause something really bad to happen out here when we're actively fighting a war. Let's be honest. 9 out of 10 times when we go off to do something and we're out of contact for at least a good month or so, something fucking happens. And something bad. So I'm just worried.
Well,
I don't think we can easily get the spoils of war and things like that to make money or other things like that if we need that. I don't even know what you would do with a wish spell. What is
it's a wish.
A wish
I don't-
spell can
Give
grant
me
just
knowledge arcana.
Bonus?
Yep, knowledge arcanas. You guys
That
have-
tracks.
Where to
you
go?
I
Let's go
will,
track.
I will roll Xavian. I don't have access to.
Ooh.
Distract.
That
Wow.
tracks Xavier. Oh my god,
Ooh,
Silky.
Silky. What happened?
What happened?
What happened,
Uh,
girl?
I don't have access to KP. Does someone else have access to KP besides Rusty or no?
Her new sheet, I do. Hold on.
Okay. There we go.
There we go. I expect that.
E.
I mean, I never even heard of the wish spell. Like, I always thought that wishes were things that you get in like fairy tales and stuff.
Who
Or-
said that?
From a,
Silky.
Okay.
or, from a shooting star.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, a wish is not something that someone who has fought for everything in their life even thinks about getting. Like, I don't know. What do I wish for? A fairy godmother? To make a puppet come alive? That I am no longer a horrible oaf and I marry a princess high in a tower while a short little man tries to kill me?
You wish to be
Be
handsome.
careful what you wish for.
Alistair, you literally just named fairy tales.
I won't know what I just named.
But hey, be careful what you wish for. You actually might marry into royalty.
Ellison
wish-
is not royalty.
A wish can quite literally do just about anything. There are limitations, but they're so far and few between.
Yeah, but what would I even wish for?
How about the end of this war?
Yeah, I mean that's a simple one right there. Like, hey, can
Well,
can we just wish
Ravana-
for everybody to chill?
Ravana told us that wouldn't be possible, right?
There are,
Well, I mean-
Ravina?
She did say that there are
Ravina.
limitations to the wish.
Okay.
Oh, but like
What I
that
mean
sounds
by
like
that is,
like a genie in a bottle thing. Like, oh, I can't make somebody fall in love with you, or
To be
I can't
Silky,
see somebody.
Silky is going to say this out loud and say, to be fair, does that kind of seem out of character for her?
Telling us that it has limitations?
No, you mentioned the genie in a bottle kind of thing, where there might be like twists to what you wish for.
Yeah.
Does that really seem out of character for Ravina?
Well, I don't mean like twists. I more mean like there are limitations to like, hey, even a great powerful genie can't do that shit. It's against fucking nature.
I can imagine that there would be a limitation on stopping the war itself. Because if you could just simply wish the war away, then,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it could also be as simple as wishing for the leaders to come to a board and try to talk things out. Like, you can wish for the war to end in other ways. But I guess that's, yeah.
You can wish for the invading force to return home. It doesn't have to be destructive in nature.
Yeah.
You can simply wish for their will to fight to dissipate. Like, there's
that sounds dangerous.
That one particular, I can understand.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous. I don't think we should wish that.
So anyway,
you see my point where I don't know what this needs.
So,
I'm just clueless in this aspect.
Well,
like, to me, it sounds
stopping
like
you from wishing for something for yourself.
But what would I don't even know what I would get. I could easily get most of the things I would want with enough money, which we can just make money.
Then just wish for money. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's pretty clear. There's nothing else you've ever wished for.
I want 100 million gold.
You can wish for your own old home that was burnt to the ground.
Yeah, there you go.
For your...
It was a tavern.
Okay, you're a freaking tavern.
You could be a tavern owner again.
I wasn't a tavern owner. I was in a tavern that burned down.
But you can become a tavern owner.
Yes.
So.
Sorry.
Alistair, you're against going into the pocket dimension then, correct?
It just seems too risky for something that we don't even know that we could theoretically get or what to do with. There's too many variables in the hunt.
Okay. Ragnar, I believe your stick is the shortest next.
It is.
No pun intended.
Got a short stick. Oops, racism.
At least mine's still bigger than yours.
43 minutes.
Oh boy.
So that one was blatant.
So Ragnar, go ahead and state your case then.
I'm all for going for this. It's true that while we're in there, things are going to progressively get worse out here. But at the same time, we can't be everywhere at once. No matter what we do, there's going to be loss. It's war. That's just what happens. If we have a chance to turn the tide with a wish, which one wish could do, I can only imagine if we all manage to walk away with a wish, how much that could change things. It's it's definitely a risk, but we will get stronger from it regardless.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
All right. 8.
Now, adding to what Ragnar said, from what it sounds like, it's a double-edged sword. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. There's no telling what's gonna happen, or even what trials await us if we do go in. Though he has a point. Depending on how limited the witches are, each one could possibly gain us a boon that we need in order to turn this around. So I'm all for it, to be honest.
All right. Vare?
I am all for it. I think this is too good of an opportunity, and quite frankly, I just want to know where we're going, what we're doing, what's happening. I just want to know. Also, a wish can give us a lot, and we got what, six wishes? Like that's 7. Okay, 7 wishes. That can give us a lot, and I also have my own reasons for a wish. So I'll let y'all do with your wish whatever you want. If that's to impact the war or not, I don't care. But I do have a use for a wish, and I really want to go there.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Xavier?
Oh, he's here.
Hello.
I don't know.
Boogly boogly bitch.
Oh, spooky.
I'm no stranger to risking my life, my very existence, to protect and for the betterment of those around. If this wish could potentially help us, I'm not against it. If we decide not to go, that's fine as well. It's like Ragnar stated, we cannot be everywhere at once, even if we stay to help. There's only so much we can do at a time.
Oh, can I also add in just something kind of circling back? We have Silky, and Silky's great at keeping us on track. So, like, we can just have her help us keep track of time, right, Silky? Or is gonna, like, nudge her? Right?
She's just gonna sit there quietly.
Like, please don't bring me into this.
Well, we'll get her thoughts on it last.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Xavier, you are both for and against.
Yes.
Okay.
Inserts KP voice here.
Yeah, we need KP's opinion now.
Where is she?
She went to go get something to eat before we
And then she disappeared.
ruined her appetite.
Oh. Oh, I am sorry about
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine,
being
dude.
late.
What?
We ended up having like 7 stores to go to.
Jesus. All right. Well,
Do we want to just go to Silky and then we'll run around back to KP when she gets here?
yeah, we can run around to KP after she gets back. So, backpacking off of what Vare was saying, Silky is going to say, I feel like going into this place is a bad idea. And I'm against the idea. Here's my reasoning for it. We know nothing about this place. And we only have Ravina's word to go off of. To be completely honest with you, I don't entirely trust her. I mean, I understand everyone's points of view saying, you know, a wish is invaluable. If they're exactly like how they are depicted in stories, even one of them has the potential of changing the course of this entire world. However, I don't feel as though a wish is worth our existence. Because, reminder, she did say that if we die in this realm, we will no longer exist. We have far too much riding on all of our shoulders here in this region. We have all of our family, our friends, our allies that are counting on us. And not to mention the passage of time. Time may move at half speed in this realm, which is baffling to me. But like Alistair said, we disappear. What happens to the region? We won't know anything that happens. At least if we stay in Luavara, we can keep up to date with the warfront. We can get around far more quickly now that we have the boots of teleport. We may not be able to be everywhere at once, and I agree with you, Ragnar, but at least we have the ability now to be where we need to be. And right now, we are needed on the front in the Boreal Tides. I don't agree that it's a good idea to go to this realm. And to be quite frank, I want nothing to do with it. There are far too many people that are counting on me to be a symbol. And if I get wiped from existence, our window to defeating my master in Oranoth closes. If you guys want to go into the dimension or this realm or wherever Ravina says, you'll have to do it without me. I cannot risk getting erased.
I think we're all just a bit blinded by the idea of wishing for whatever we want and having that ability of power behind it. But we're so quick to jump into that we forget the repercussions if we fail. If you hunt the deer and you end up getting more than you need, you've now just wasted all that effort because you can't bring it back to camp.
No, Soki brings up a very good point, and I didn't really see it in that way when I first thought of it. I have to say I'm against. Like Silky said, there's too many people counting on us.
Now we're really waiting on KP. Shit. Does anyone have anything else they want to try and leverage?
I'm gonna try calling her real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
do what you need. Does anyone have anything else they would like to say in defense for or against their sides?
I think we're missing out on a good opportunity, but if y'all got reasons, y'all got reasons, so.
It's just
not-
too.
It's not that we're missing out on a good opportunity.
Oh,
They
you're
do put
missing
a-
out on something that nobody has seen except for Ravina here.
There's
You're
probably a
missing
reason
out
for
on
that.
adventure and an exploration and like finding out like new possibilities. You're missing out on an experience that
Yeah,
nobody else gets.
But Bari, all that stuff is cool, all well and neat,
Uh-huh.
but we're fighting a war. We're the people
Mm.
leading this war, basically. We're the reason this war is happening. If we were just up
Well-
to disappear again on that, who's
Nobody
going
says
to?
we have to disappear for long.
Who knows how long it's going to take?
That's
Well,
another factor.
We are
too.
gone for a day. We know it's only been half.
But that's the thing.
But that's the problem. We don't know how long this trial is. We don't know
Okay.
how
We don't-
long it takes to obtain this wish. We can be gone for a day or years. We don't know.
Because she really hasn't told us how long the trial would take or what the trials would be at all.
Well,
we also have to...
either way, it doesn't matter because I'm getting outvoted.
Well, it's still 3-3.
It's still 3-3.
I have a fearing Stella's not gonna want to go, but we'll see.
Well, just give it a
Glory-
bit. Just give it a
glory-
bit.
glory
You'll
and
be
power-
surprised.
Glory and power is both obtained through time and effort.
I never said I wanted glory and power. That's not what my wish was gonna be.
How's
And,
your wish gonna be?
And most material gains can also be obtained through hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
One lesson my master taught me that still sticks with me that I agree with.
Yeah, you're striking out again, but keep trying. Wasn't material that I was looking for, something a little more sentimental.
What?
Which is fair.
Please enlighten. What is your wish?
Booga booga.
Ah,
There she is.
Back. There she
Sorry,
is.
I had to use the bathroom and the ramen was taking forever.
It's all right. We're having a friendly discussion of where we're going next. So we want to hear your opinion
Your side is.
of whether or not you guys should go to Rovina's dimension.
But I think first we should let Spooky finish their thought.
Yeah.
You tell me your wish first.
Like eight and Ragnar.
I haven't even fully decided
Okay.
on that yet.
Gotcha. Well,
That's more of a work in progress.
see, I lost something very precious to me a while back. And I want them back. They were the world to me. They were taken from me in a way that I wouldn't wish on anybody, not even my worst enemy. And she was pure, radiant, and anything you could ever wish a kind soul to be. And I want her back.
Now I know I am for the wish, but I need to say this. I need to ask this. Do you think she would want to come back after what she's been through?
Yeah,
'Cause,
I think
speaking
she
from
had a
ex-
lot of potential and a lot to do on the planet. I
Because
feel like
speaking-
she would have been a blessing
'cause
to
speaking
Luavara.
from experience, Vari, the pain doesn't go away.
Fortunately, I
Yeah,
don't think
I've-
a wish is gonna bring back the dead.
Can't hurt to try. Out of character, yes, I know it takes 2 wishes. In character, he don't fucking know that, so.
Oh,
It's
I'm
two
just
wishes.
saying, Aristella can't even imagine that it would be possible.
Yeah, because like, eight,
Yeah.
like I'm speaking from the fact that she literally died and came back.
Yeah, Vari
Trust
doesn't
me,
know
you
that,
don't,
though.
you don't want that.
It's like, if I speaking from experience, I did die and came back.
Are you happy to be here?
I don't mind it, but do
Hmm.
you think I'm not living without the pain in my chest every day?
I think we all live with pain every day. It's just different.
Try a gaping wound.
Not only that, but 8 also has death haunting her.
Oh yeah,
I
Death was
feel-
cheated.
eh,
yeah. That's also going to be the repercussion too.
that could raise a big problem then, Vare. If an agent of death is hunting 8 for coming back from the dead.
What method did you come back?
Divine
The goddess Erina brought her back.
Divine intervention, basically.
Goddess.
Yeah, pretty much divine intervention. And even with it being from a divine being, death does not like to be messed with.
Robbed.
He likes his tokens. And he's always willing to claim.
Death expects what he is owed.
Well, that doesn't
Whether it
change
is
my other
good time or
aspect. So my vote is still to go.
Well, I wasn't saying to, I'm not saying it as in to change your vote. I'm just saying as in like.
That's why you told me.
No, I was explaining.
It's just to have a general idea of what we're aiming for when you go for the wish.
When going for a wish.
Understandable.
Because you wish for your loved one to be back without knowing the repercussions it may have.
What if they're at peace?
The way she left, I don't think she's at peace.
Arcella, what's your thought on the opinion?
As tempting as the wish is, I feel like it's too dangerous of a risk. At first I was definitely torn. Who wouldn't be tempted at a wish that could grant almost anything? I'm sure anybody who's lost anything would want to regain what they've lost, but reality is we have so much more to lose if we were to fail. And sometimes it's better to deal with the evil you know than the evil you don't. I feel like Ravina is just too much of a wild card.
That or she may be testing us.
I'm tired of tests.
Amen.
I know
This
we're
has
all
all been
tired
a
of this.
test?
Well,
God damn it.
well, we don't know. Don't take my words to heart.
I don't
Yeah.
perform well.
We could ask her. I mean,
we could ask her for some enlightenment on what exactly, the reward entails.
Well, I will say this. Since it is now 4 against 3, can we all come to agreement that we will not be taking up her offer?
How about we ask her a few questions first? That way we have clarification about this dimension and anything that we are not entirely sure about.
Seems fair enough to me.
Because I feel like having these unknown factors is not justified by our decisions.
Sounds good to me.
There is a lot of unknowns.
I don't know why we didn't ask her all these questions to begin with.
Because we wanted...
Were we in a rush? I think we were in a rush.
No, we were mostly just torn.
Overwhelmed.
We were a little overwhelmed with everything.
There was too much going on at once.
All right.
So now we're just laying out our options. Trying to recollect our own thoughts.
So, Silky's going to take out the stone. She's going to activate the rune and call for Rubina, saying, we don't have a definitive decision yet. We have questions. And then about 20 minutes later, Ravina walks in. She'll sit down, cross her legs, and say, "Questions, you say?" Not very often I hear people having questions about godlike powers.
I think
It's
that
just
was sarcasm.
right now since there's a lot going on and we're still trying to get definitive answers, we just want at least some clarifications.
Very well. What clarifications may you need?
Barry raises his hand like a little kid in school. How long are we gonna be there?
Well, you all, at least, will be able to bypass the first few layers relatively quickly. By where you are now, judging by what I've at least heard about of your combat prowess, you would still have to at least bypass, I would say about 13 floors?
How many floors are there?
Well, I obviously don't want to throw you all into floors that would instantly kill you. Because trust me, there are creatures that you all couldn't even fathom to exist.
You said the first few floors we'd be able to get through quickly, relatively quickly. What is quickly in your opinion? A day? Day and a half?
Anywhere between several minutes to a few hours to a couple days.
Okay, so we're looking at a minute to at least a couple days.
Relatively low tier creatures. You know, probably monsters that you have already faced in your journeys before.
Okay.
You would all be facing roughly about 13 floors of more advanced monsters. I would probably place you around... Let's see here. Maybe around floor 27. I wouldn't want you all going past level 40.
Pulling out notepad.
At least the first 20 floors is, like I said, low-tier monsters. Creatures that you've most likely faced before, and perhaps some echoes of people whom I've met along my travels. They would be relatively good challenges for you all. Floor 27 seems to be a good starting point. At least, therefore, you will actually have a challenge. However, that would put you 3 floors away from the next ascension platform. Which are basically challenges that would exceed your expectations and are greatly a threat. However, if you all were to pass 2 ascension challenges and make it to floor 41, that is probably where I would grant you your wish.
Mario's gonna look at the table. Well,
So you're saying, so from what you said, we're looking at, so the time that you're speaking of, from like a minute to a couple hours to a couple days, that's in the dimension time, not out here.
I'm also factoring in recovery. Because there are creatures in this dimension that will not only just affect your physical state, but can also affect many other aspects of you, your conscious, your mana, magic, or hell, even your existence. There are creatures that will look at mortals like you, simply snap their fingers, and then boom, you are gone. That is the risk that you run in here. And I warn you, floor 30 is an ascension platform. You are 3 floors from there. Floor 30 in particular is a group of people I've met on my travels. They are dangerous, and they are not to be trifled with. So, all of these creatures that are in this dimension are ones that you've encountered? Every last one of them. The people that you will meet in this dimension are echoes. Corporeal illusions that I've programmed basically to act as though they're the real thing. They will do damage to you. Killing them will just have them fade from existence for a moment. Of course, I can very easily just resummon them whenever, but what would the point of that being if you're trying to break through the floors?
Then, as for the wish, you've stated that there are limitations.
Correct.
What type of limitations, if I'm inclined to ask?
Well, according to the laws of this reality, for what I've been able to gather, I cannot alternate I cannot alternate time. There is a strange lock on time. And for some reason I can't access it. Which is odd.
Rude.
Your laws of resurrection is also limited. I'm not entirely sure why, but for some reason your pantheon has decided that resurrection is forbidden.
As I know far too well, to be honest. Considering being chased by an agent of death.
For some reason, your incarnations of death are very picky. Although, I'm never one to follow rules, especially rules of gods. Resurrection may be possible. However, it would be a very trifling task that needs to be fulfilled.
What kind of task?
She's gonna immediately eye stare directly at Vare. You seek to resurrect someone.
It's sounding a little less appealing, but I'm still interested.
If I may be inclined to ask, Mr. Dubois, who is it that you would like to resurrect?
Vare's just gonna look her in the eyes and say, "My younger sister."
How
I think
long?
at this point here, everyone just stares at Vare.
Yeah, just a little couple like blinks.
How long?
Vare's a good big brother, okay?
We're not arguing that. It's just the fact this is the first. It's
Just
like
the
the
way
first,
you
like,
described her in the first place,
you
like
sound
Yeah.
so much like a
No.
lover.
So
Yeah,
she was backstory. She's like a
Hold on, hold on,
holy
hold on,
maid.
hold on.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
We're
No,
getting
don't say
Vare
anything.
lore for the first time, and
I'm
we're enjoying it.
sorry. Okay.
Well, Ravina's getting to it. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Vare lore.
If I may be inclined, Mr. Dubois, how long has your sister been dead?
Way to put me on the spot. About, I would say, when I was 16, so a little under 100 years ago.
Outside of the regular rules of resurrection, your sister would be impossible to retrieve. However, after so long, your sister would not recognize the world as it is today, especially a war-torn world as it is now. I suppose that there is a way that you can retrieve her. However, there is a problem with that.
Okay.
I once learned a long time ago from a druid explaining the laws of life and death and how each of them are intertwined. They are interconnected with each other. There's an old fairy tale that my mother used to tell me about how life and death were lovers. Death being so lonely and not able to appreciate things, only to wallow in sorrows and loss when the souls of the dead come to him. Life gave death the experiences of those souls that they witnessed during their lives. The stories of their lives coming in and filling death with visions of whatever world the souls are from. Their souls would pass on to the other dimensions, while their bodies return to the earth. In a delicate balance, life will find a way to come back. Factor in a soul returning from the dead after 100 years will have no container. There will be nothing to house the soul of your sister. If you even were able to go to whatever dimension that your sister resides in, retrieve her soul and bring it back to Luavara, you will still be missing a vessel. Now,
I'm just gonna nod, like contemplating.
I have the ability to take you to your sister. We would have to stop into one of two dimensions after visiting another previously. I can take you there. Or I can give you a vessel. And you will have to find a way to your sister by yourself. If you wish for the resurrection of your sister, those are my options to you. I can give you a vessel that she may live in, but you will have to find her soul. Or I take you to her, and you clutch onto a tormented soul until you find a vessel to put it in. It is cruel and harsh. Unfortunately, those are the laws of your reality.
It's the way it is. Nothing cruel or harsh about it. It's just how it is. Would there be any chance for me to just simply talk to her for a while?
That can be arranged.
I think that would be the better option.
Any other questions for me?
I think you summed it up pretty nicely.
I thought we had a third question.
It sounded like Silky had more questions.
Yeah, I feel like there was more. I feel like I'm missing something.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
I mean, Silky told you guys flat out, she wants nothing to do with this dimension.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She wants absolutely nothing to do with this place. It is
it's suspicious as shit.
And besides, Rovina also didn't even tell you guys how long you'll be in there.
No, she just gave us rough measurements.
She has no way of knowing.
Yeah, she didn't have any way of knowing. It's between a minute and a couple days, like.
So pretty much we're looking at, and she's also taking in consideration of recovery as well.
Give me a calculator. Where's a calculator?
Which
calculator?
But that's also just the early levels. That's not.
If you guys want, I can have Silky ask her to describe this dimension if you want me to.
You can, but I did ask her earlier, like, are we talking about, like, days in there, like, time that moves in there, or time that moves out here?
She said in there.
Of time.
I feel like for the side that is asking about going into your dimension, Ravina, there's still so much about the dimension that we don't know. When you were talking about the time frame of recovery, were you speaking of days in the dimension or out of it? I was speaking of days in the dimension.
So...
That's 2 days out here. 1 day is 2 days out here.
Right. And
I thought it was
Dang.
backwards.
Yeah, 1 day in there is 2 days out here.
and
Because
saying
every
that,
12 hours is a day out here.
and let's say we have to go through all certain floors in order. This is just me speaking. This is me just trying to get like a rough estimate, talking about at least half a month to a month.
Can you
Potentially longer.
In
Can
wartime,
you-
I don't think that's a very long time. Like, just in the perspective of a war, a month is not a very long time.
when it comes
It's
to
not.
when it comes to medieval war, yeah, it is a lot.
Is it?
is.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, like you can think about like war, say in the last like 50 years, right?
I think about more in the millennial sense in that it lasts for years.
Yeah, you can think of like in the last 50 years, all the wars that we've had, how death tolls weren't bad, except in like World War II and whatever. Medieval wars, you're talking Lord of the Rings, Battle of the Five Armies, numbers of deaths.
Yeah. Think of it this way, Spooky. Wars like this are a type of wars where two nobles who are going to war will set a date aside, and that's when the war is decided. That
Oh.
one day.
It's so
That's the whole
strange.
war.
That one day, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people will gather in one field and fight to the death. You can have death tolls almost in the millions in one day.
Man, those are my plans.
And just look at it this way. That's just when two armies go at it.
We're
Now
talking.
That the entire plane.
Well, it's not like these planes
God,
communicate well,
It's Ravina, right?
Ravina.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Ravina.
Miss Ravina. How many people are how do I put this? Could one person enter this dimension and take on the challenge, or does it need to be the group?
It has to be a group.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well,
I don't
like,
even
as
think
in
I
the
would want to
full-
enter
or, like,
alone with that.
Ricky,
Like,
I'm guessing
it
what
would
he's
be
asking
pointless.
I'm guessing what he's asking is, can part of the group go in while part of the group stays out here, or does
That'd
it
be
have to be the
dangerous.
entire group?
I feel like that would just be dangerous and all because let's be honest, the three of you going in stand a good chance, but you're leaving out two of our supporting mages and two of the heavier hitters.
I think that would also hurt our DM's brain. Like, just saying, the party member in two different realms. That sounds
We
rough,
break God.
right?
I mean, wouldn't it be the first time I ran a duel session?
Hey, never mind. I take it all back.
Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
It still hurts like hell.
It
Yeah.
still hurts. It still hurts.
But would it be the first time? Anyway, Ravina is going to just shake her head and say, "You can think of this dimension. It's a story. It's a story my mother told me. She once traveled to a world where the gods implemented a trial for the mortals of the realm. In the span of a large tower, spanning 100 floors that stretches into the heavens. That is promptly about what I designed this realm to be. The creatures, as I said earlier, are ones that I have encountered on my travels. The ascension floors, being every 10 floors, being parties that I have encountered in the past. Parties just like you. And if you reach any of the higher floors, You may even also find people who I know personally, including the people who even trained me.
Are we scared yet?
Never.
Oh boy.
Hey, Spooky, you know how
Yes.
Jacob was bragging about a 28 AC?
Yeah.
One of my characters could have an 88 AC.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Would you build a
Hey.
I built a
You're
mountain.
brick wall?
You're,
Yeah, I was gonna
you're bragging
say.
about an 88 AC. Let me introduce you to God.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a god.
What are we talking
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta
The tankiest
oh,
tank
she's
healer
dying.
you'll ever find.
I gotta say, if we ever made it up there and we saw her, I'd be like, "In me now, just do it."
Just
Oh,
no.
I would give up instantly. Hands down. I would bet a game and
Like,
say, no,
yep,
no,
there's no hope.
Yeah,
All
no,
hope
I would say,
Yes.
nope, not doing this.
nope. And knowing the spells that she has, hell no, I do not want to be imploded.
I've got a necklace of souls.
You don't wanna be
I've got a
in-
necklace of souls.
Oh. You don't want to be
Listen.
wiped from existence?
Not by her hands. Hell no.
So while
But she would do it so lovingly.
So while I applaud your enthusiasm in taking on the tower with just 3 of you, I'm not cruel. You will die.
Well, thank you for being honest. For those all in the group, Ragnar was planning on doing it himself.
Yeah, Vara was 100% planning on going in alone if he could.
If possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wouldn't have gone in by myself. Hell no. I know I would die.
Well, hey, then you wouldn't be hunted anymore.
Exactly.
Token acquired.
Would Goobus get a wish if we go in?
This needs his wish. Vari just stands up and is like, "Would the blob get a wish?"
No, the blob would not get a wish.
God damn it! It just gets worse and worse.
I wish to be
Because
a real
Goobus
boy.
doesn't have anything in between his adorable little eyes.
Varus is just gonna prestidigitate like a little crown between his eyes. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
There's nothing in his gelatinous little form there
He's a
between
good
those eyes.
boy. He deserves
He's
a
a
wish.
fantastic little boy. He just wouldn't know what to do with it.
Metal sheet sounds.
Any further questions for me?
Barry's
No.
gonna shrug, put his hands up, and be like, I guess not.
And I believe with that, we have a decision.
Because coming before we asked for questions, we already had a vote, and we have already came to a somewhat of an agreement without knowing more. And with the answers you have given to some of our questions, I know my vote has been swapped over to not going in.
Unfortunately, we will not be taking you up on your offer this time.
We just have too much to handle as is now.
We appreciate it, though. I do, anyway.
We
I know
have
about
too
them.
many people counting on us.
I think we all appreciate it, don't get me wrong. But there's just far too much at stake to waste our chances at the chance, not even a guarantee, at the chance of getting a wish.
We just don't have the time. Time's running out fast. Perhaps if it was towards the beginning of our journey.
You know, it is very nice to finally meet another group of adventurers who actually asks questions. There are many before you whom I have met that simply never even thought about the idea. Just simply took the offer. And, well...
We can guess where they're at.
That became part of your tower?
Indeed.
I mean, a fool would go on a hunt without knowing the prey. Right, Xavier?
Unfortunately, there are many fools in the world.
Mm.
Well, worlds, I suppose.
And far more even further beyond. Very well. You may not be entering my tower. However, I will certainly say that it would be a benefit for you all to stay here. As you stated, there are people who are counting on you. If suddenly their group of heroes who are supposed to be protecting the region suddenly disappears for an unsurmountable amount of time, certainly how would the public react?
It would be like the fall of silence all over again. Only worse.
You don't have to look good in the public eye to be a hero.
There are times where a friendly face is necessary. But a necessary evil must also play part.
Once again, we appreciate the offer, but I think we've all agreed, for the most part, that we are going to decline it.
Very well, then. In that case, I will take my leave and leave you all to decide on where you will go next.
Oh.
We appreciate you taking the time.
And as she stands up and starts walking away, she's going to stop and turn and say, you know, once all of this is over, I could have a potential proposition for you all.
Oh.
Oh?
Perhaps time will tell.
Perhaps when we pass our own trials first.
Be sure to find me when this is all over. Or, if you need me anymore, Silky has my stone. Good day.
Good day.
Alright. That was a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It's always something with her.
Yeah, we've only met her twice, and she's always, I think, going to be a pain in the ass. Regardless, Vari, we're sorry that we couldn't exactly go in and get what you want. I know you obviously had high hopes riding on this, but I hope you understand how the rest of us feel.
Oh, I do.
Maybe once all this is said and done, we go look together.
as a group.
Go look where? The trials together?
Nah, we'll just go break into the domain of death. How hard can it be? You just want to have a tea.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Silky is gonna nudge Vare and give him a smile and say, and besides, she's gonna reach into her pack and pull out the piece of chalk. We already have a
Oh,
way
boy.
in.
Oh my gosh, I forgot
that
she had
MacGuffin.
that.
We still have that stupid MacGuffin.
What is a MacGuffin?
So Silky has a magical item that's called dimensional chalk.
We've had this forever.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
this was originally supposed to be the way that you guys would be able to free Didertius, the Loyal, from his curse. But you guys held on to the dimensional chalk, and Silky still has it.
Because we're cool. Fuck that guy.
The dimensional chalk is a magic item that if you can draw, or if you draw like a portal, it'll open up into any of the dimensions of your plane of existence.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So we
That's
literally
some
have a
fancy
way
chalk right
to go
there.
in.
Yeah,
We literally have a way in.
you have
Very fancy chalk.
an opening to the domain of death.
It is chalk zone chalk.
Quite
Not the
literally.
chalk's in. Ooh. So basically, we have like a door just waiting for us whenever we
Yep.
want. Oh, I'd be careful with 8 around. That's gonna come marching through that door.
Well,
I will say,
speaking
Var-
like for 8, as she hears you guys speaking of, she sighs like, oh, speaking of that, she just pulls out a book and's like, I'm gonna try to read this.
What's it about?
that?
Oh, back from the when Silky was getting her sword decorated. One of them gave me a book.
Oh,
Can I look at it? Sorry, like peeks over each shoulder.
Yeah, I know,
What's it
right?
say? What do these symbols mean? What is
Well,
that? Turn this
here's the
page.
thing.
I'll turn the
Because
page. You're
of
going
a
too
war
slow.
Because I'm a war priest now. Hello.
What that?
Oh boy.
Hold on. Where's my? Oh,
Comprehend
there it is.
languages.
Comprehend languages.
I
Oh,
can
nice.
finally read that book, you motherfucker.
Did you say War Priest, by the way?
Yeah, 8 multi-class into War Priest.
Pretty cool.
Oh. Okay.
Hey,
I don't know what that does, but it sounds cool.
Jacob.
Yeah.
So, in a hypothetical situation, and saying that I may or may not have written down where you got that book.
Oh.
Where
Book
did
from
you
the
get it
old
from?
book. I literally named it Book from Old Lizard Person.
Yeah, when we were in the marsh, whenever Silky was getting the sword decorated, the hags,
Hag.
lizard hags.
Fuck. Oh,
I feel like
Did,
Josh
did
brought-
something happen a lot sooner than you were expecting?
Oh, fuck.
That's what
No,
that
Jacob
sounds
was
like.
playing 4D chess while I was just playing 1D.
That was another reason why I grabbed fucking for priest.
Wow.
Wasn't
Trust me, I
expecting
was-
that. Now were ya?
I was weighing my options when looking at whether to go either monk or war priest. I'm like, wait a minute, war priest can learn this.
War Priest can
up.
learn spells.
I can still do spells as a war priest. Let me get
Or
this.
piece that uses their fists and counts on their left hook.
Yep.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
war
oh yeah,
priest-
Cody. Cody,
get,
you haven't seen my new
weapon
attack.
They get weapon focus is a free attack, plus whatever they choose becomes a sacred weapon and scales their damage based on war priest level.
Oh,
Similar to how monks do.
Oh wow.
that's the thing
But they
for.
still cast spells and buffs and other things.
Well, that's the thing. I lose focus weapon for unarmed strike.
Ah,
Oh, what,
As well
what
as
domain did you
sacred
go?
weapon. blessing I went?
What
Or
domain
what-
did you go?
What archetype? I went Sacred Fist.
I think you
Don't-
mean like what your blessing is.
Wait, war priests don't have domains? I thought they did.
No, they don't. They have blessings.
They got blessings.
Which
Oh,
are
okay.
technically kind of like domains.
I
They
went
give
Earth,
buffs.
which gives
Hmm.
me acidic, which gives me acid damage.
Nice.
For a full minute.
Ouch. Oh, really?
Yes,
What else?
I don't know.
Oh no! My friend sent me a TikTok because we were making Jello. She sent me a TikTok and it was like when the Jello runs away, this girl tries to flip her Jello mold over, and I guess there's water on the surface. It just kind of slides onto the floor and breaks.
Oof.
Oh.
This poor girl.
That's the saddest thing. Rubus would be mournful.
All right,
Wonderful.
so
Not the Jello.
I
yeah,
guess the next
Cody.
move that we have to make now is figure out where we need to go to get the sword dealt with, and they'll go to the war front.
Get the sword.
Actually, if you give me a second, there's supposed to be a thing with its book.
Oh
All
boy!
right, you got it.
I'm searching.
worry.
I'm searching through Obsidian right now, and I'm trying to find my notes.
Oh God.
Oh.
By the way,
When the
Cody.
DM's like,
You
oh,
got
shit.
notes, bitch.
Hey, Cody.
When the
You
DM's
want
like, oh
this?
shit, where are my notes?
Cody, you want to see my new attack?
Sure.
I want to see two.
I mean, literally in Starfighter, the number of times where I'm like, hey, let me check my notes. Okay, let me just burn my notes real quick.
There you go,
What
Cody.
notes?
There's
No,
my new attack.
I keep notes.
That's not a spell.
It's a counter spell, actually.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Noodle Fight isn't a spell.
Oh fuck,
I
Cody,
can-
you took counterspell? God damn it.
I took counterspell via arcane points, so I can use my arcane points instead of spells.
Oh shit.
How many arcane points do you have?
Actually,
Is it a
went
lot?
up. Hold on.
You went up.
Because Silky has it too.
Oh god!
God. All right, hold on.
When the
I will be
party
right
were
back.
like, hey, BBEGs are a bunch of spellcasters.
That is true.
Currently, I have 12, but I know it went up. I haven't.
That's a lot.
every
That's a
time I
lot
hear-
of counter spells.
Every time I hear
Can you
counterspell,
use
though,
more? I don't know if counterspell works the same in Pathfinders as D&D, but can you expend more than 1 point to make it a higher level counterspell?
No.
That's
So
upsetting.
I do still have to sacrifice a spell slot when
Mm.
counterspelling, but it allows me to counterspell even if it's not my turn. With normal dispel, you have to hold an action. With this, I don't have to hold an action. I could just
yeah,
counterspell
yeah.
at any
Neato.
point.
That's pretty good.
In Pathfinder, when you counterspell, you have to sacrifice a spell slot of equal or greater value to this one you're countering.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how it is in D&D, right?
No, there's
Cast it at higher.
spell.
Okay.
Okay,
It's literally just a spell.
I found it.
Nice.
Oh,
So,
what craziness are you unleashing on our party?
Jacob, I remember now. You got this book after that crazy old lady was talking to you about the wolf.
Yes.
When you cast comprehend languages, the words on the book start to meld from the weird runic looking writing that none of you have ever seen before. It translates it for you into common. And the book, as you pick it up and you read the title, It's named Desolation.
That's terrifying.
Desolation?
That sounds a little dark.
Yeah, what the heck are you reading?
Not ominous at all.
Please continue.
Listen, if
Read it
you
like a
need to
bedtime story.
if you need to read that alone in the room, just let us know. We'll go out to get drinks.
No, I want to hear this. They can go.
Here's some lotion.
I don't think 8 wants lotion.
Bruh.
I know a pretty skilled carver,
Bruh.
8.
Goobus, cover your ears.
I'm gonna slap both of you.
Don't slap Goobus. He didn't do it.
Not Gubis. Them two.
That's all it'll be. It's just the sound of smacking and then just.
So yeah, I open up the book.
Make me will save.
What? I love that when this happens.
God damn it.
No one will ever suspect a book to be bad.
Hey, Rusty, can you bring up that comment
Books are-
tomorrow?
Books are for learning. They don't hurt
Yeah, that was
you. It
a
never
11.
hurt to read.
All right, so Jacob, you slowly begin reading this book, and you start reading some of the words of like the book talking about basically the end of the world. It goes talking about how in many different cultures it's called the Cataclysm, Armageddon, Day of the Dead, or so on and so forth. Different names that all trace back to a singular word: apocalypse. Amongst the different names that this catastrophic event takes place, the one that reigns the most supreme is apocalypse. Apocalypse can be described as anything that is regarding the end of the world, or the bringing of the end. Tales of this event being triggered in multiple realities have therefore been silenced in fear of those who worship the apocalypse and hope that the end of the world will come to their realm. Now pay attention very carefully. While most realms have faced the bringing of the end, the apocalypse, through magical or ritualistic summonings, the apocalypse can also be triggered through great events that will summon their versions of the apocalypse to the real world.
Oh.
Huh?
Wow.
Multiple realities have been able to archive these summonings, and therefore the manifestations of these creatures, or of these catastrophic events. One of death, famine,
God fucking damn it.
war, and plague.
Oh, come on! I'm so sick and tired of these guys.
Look,
Oh boy.
Okay, I need to tell you this one, Matt. I have a beef with war, okay?
I know you do, but that's besides the point.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Okay,
I know they're the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, but like there's
We
backstory
had
I'm missing.
several run-ins with them through multiple campaigns.
yes, and I will tell you one of them.
Recurring characters.
No, this is not a recurring character. Hell, I am not facing Velder again. I am not facing that monstrosity that I brought upon this world. Upon that world, sorry.
Oh, we don't want to Face the consequences.
No, because we
of your
had God smite him
actions.
for us.
Yeah, no. The whole thing about that one.
We'll explain that
Call me
one later.
dad.
We'll explain
Yeah.
that one later, Rusty. We'll explain it.
Yeah.
So, death, famine, plague, and war.
Oh, god damn it.
The four beings of the apocalypse. While normally are catastrophic events that fell nations and even worlds, have a physical manifestation with the presence of a black sun.
Oh boy.
Fuck. Like,
Gentlemen, welcome to war.
I would as soon as I saw that, and my character would heavily emphasizes on that part there, and just like,
What is it, 8?
tell me, what does the sky look like to you now? What do you see up there? What I'm describing.
Are you reading this stuff out loud, by the way?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You didn't say you
Okay.
did, so.
So,
I at that part I would read out specifically out loud.
So, one of these manifestations of the apocalypse is currently here?
I put money on its war. Or death.
We don't know if it's 1, 2. We don't know how many.
Listen. I'm
But
just saying this
we
out loud.
can't. I will agree. I can guarantee with how things are going, war and death would be active. Because, well, I'm saying death because since I'm being hunted by a agent of death. That's my money down there, but
The book still goes on.
I'm gonna continue reading and see what else it says, and I will translate for everyone.
Each of these four cataclysms all take the shape of similar features. Humanoid creatures that ride upon horses. And each of them, worshipped sometimes even as gods, can amass a cult following in which will try to summon the beings to manifest their versions of the end of the world. Death. Or wait, no, sorry. Let's go famine. Upon a malnourished horse, famine is mostly depicted as a humanoid being that takes the appearance of a withered away body, mostly summoned, and the destroyer of rich crops, or even sucking the life of magic itself. In the worst case of a famine apocalypse, one reality, and you notice that the reality is just completely scratched out of it. It's unreadable. Was destroyed when famine raged across the plain for so long, it eventually not only ate everything, it even consumed the weave of magic. Thus, therefore, leaving the plain completely uninhabitable.
That's the plane we live on currently, called Earth.
Plague is exactly as depicted. mounted upon what appears to be a zombified horse, withering away in rot and death. With its body falling apart in pustules, mushrooms, and surrounded by a swarm of flies. Plague is obviously sickness, or even natural creatures that can spread in, an actual plague-like terms. If unchecked, plague can spread throughout an entire world, thus eventually either corrupting or destroying everything, to the point where no soul will be able to survive. It eventually will evolve to take over not just the material plane, but even magical planes themselves. War.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Among the horsemen themselves, War is the most decorated, mostly depicted as riding a pale horse clad in armor and armaments. War is mostly found on plains that are ravished by wars that have gone on for several hundred years. While wars rage on, it is possible that the horsemen can also interjoin with the war and either enhance or repel some certain battles to turn the tides for its own favor, which eventually will lead to the destruction of many kingdoms and settlements, only to leave the plane back into a primitive state, completely resetting life as it is. Death is the most common of the horsemen. Death exists on all planes. Clad in a black cloak, riding upon a black stallion, Death itself is a creature that was supposedly a guide for the afterlife. However, being as though that the other three wander different realities, Death had to split himself in order to compensate for the other three. Being overwhelmed by not only the destruction of his brethren, but by the overmounting number of souls trying to enter through, I believe it's what the hell was the name of that neutral plane? Oh my god.
Purgatory?
Purgatory, that's it. Thank you, KP. So, in order to compensate for all of the souls that Death must guide, Death inspired agents. Lambs that will guide the souls that have peacefully passed on to Purgatory to be judged by Death, and wolves to hunt the souls that avoid Death. However, it has been documented that there are souls that avoid the lamb and the wolf, and so Death will come riding for you.
Everyone looks at 8.
Well, there everyone is looking at me because I'm reading this. Yeah, and I'm guessing the figures I'm seeing is the lamb and the wolf.
The lamb and the wolf will not hunt forever, for even deer run out of stamina. But when you face Death, he will not leave empty-handed.
Well,
Dang.
well, sorry guys. I think I have to do this a little solo trip. You know, go to Hawaii and whatnot.
What's Hawaii?
Fuck is Hawaii?
What's
What is that?
Hawaii?
What's a Hawaii?
Can you eat it?
Yeah.
Sounds delectable.
Sounds like a cake.
It
Exactly.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Cakes are hard to come by. I
they
like
are,
cake.
yeah.
8.
Why do I feel like I want to put on a
Oh.
shirt?
8.
God, yes.
Make me another will save.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh no.
immediately after understanding and reading the of what is actually after you and what is happening right now, you are immediately hit with a very, very sharp pain in your mind as you go to like hold your head to quell the pain, the book slams shut.
I don't think that book likes you very much.
Not that it matters, but you would have taken 26 psychic damage.
No, it did not. I think I need something to drink. Something heavy to try to forget this.
Alistair just casually puts a shot of whiskey in front of you. He's been sipping it all the entire time.
Wait, where are we? I kind of forgot where we are. Are we in a
We're in a
bar?
bar.
Yeah, you guys are in a tavern right now.
I could have been ordering drinks. God damn it.
Hey,
So Silky's immediately going to slump back in her chair and like hold her head and say, "We're not just in the middle of a war. We're in the middle of an apocalypse."
Seems that way.
we have shot glasses.
Fuck the glasses. Picks up the bottle.
You know,
Just
I
the
thought
bottle?
I was drinking. Alistair's at least being like considerate and slowly drinking it over the course of time.
You think Goobus
you know,
can get
I
drunk?
think we need a keg.
Ragnar rolls a keg out,
Guys,
pops the lid.
you realize we're
dunks
supposed
his
to
head
be
in.
traveling in
Varia
the
puts a
morning?
tiny bit of beer in a shot glass and gives it to Goobus just to see what
Aristotle.
happens.
Aristella, you act like this amount of alcohol will actually do anything with the revelations we just learned.
I'm sorry, you're not the
And
one
you're
with
acting like we haven't drank like this before and immediately started traveling the next day.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
you're
except the stakes are much higher than they've been before, guys.
yeah, but you're
All
not the
right.
one with a splitting
The stakes
headache.
were always life and death. Like,
Now that we've learned we're in an apocalypse, yay!
Yeah, but you're
What
not the one
is
with the
our
splitting
Right
next
headache.
here?
move?
No sad clown allowed.
sad
I
clown.
think the
Sad
first
clown wouldn't
thing
fix
we need
this.
to do.
Sad clown.
Sad clown
Oh
wouldn't
my gosh,
fix
we haven't
this.
told you about the sad clown.
I'm so confused.
We'll tell you when you're
Alright.
older.
Excuse you. How old are you again?
Bart is
Real
much
life
older
or
than.
I know.
Both.
Alistair's
Both.
20. I mean, my real life and in-game age are basically the same. It's
Okay,
20.
though I'm older than you in both aspects then.
Yeah, Alistair's only 27. I mean, when you
Babies.
when you compare
Little
human
babies.
years to you long-lived species,
Oh, such trifling little beings.
my apologies. I didn't get the majesticity of an extended lifespan like the rest of you fuckers.
Oh, don't be envious. It hurts more than anything.
Please, I don't get to watch. You all get to watch me die first. Fuck you all.
Okay.
Weird
You don't
flex,
get to
but
live
okay.
long enough to watch
I need another
everybody
drink.
around you die.
I
Okay,
think
so not
the
only
first thing we need to do is
Oh,
get a hold
boy.
of our allies.
I don't think we should terrify them.
The more people we have that understands the nature of what the fuck is going on, at least if nothing else, they might be able to report in on movements of these beings if they are spotted.
I'm sure it kind of stands out of the ordinary, and they would let us know anyway.
So who should we tell about this? we tell anybody about this?
Maybe Talone, but I really don't want to ruin her day.
We
No.
cannot.
We cannot.
We remember Talone got arrested, and I kind of
Yeeted the rock.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We can't tell Talone. The dragons? Or an Ebon Keep, at least.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What
The
about
dragons-
the? I don't. She's not really that trusted. Thinking that lady, that the merchant girl. I can't remember her name. Oh my
Isabella?
god!
We
Thank
don't
you.
even know where she is.
She
Yeah.
always turns up weird places.
We haven't seen her in months.
I
And
guess that's
she's
true.
and she's also kind of avoiding
Yeah.
Farina
That's fair. Oh, that's right.
or Ravina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
And
Poor
we
Ravina's
did
had her
kind of-
name.
We did tell Miss Ravina about Lady Isabella, so
That's true.
if she knows about that, she may not be very happy with it.
Fair. All right. Well, Goobus, what do you know? Tell me it all.
As you can see him like he's currently like absorbing the alcohol as he's like
Well,
he has the
Ca-
shot
is he
glass like,
bubbling?
in his body. Yeah.
yeah,
I was gonna
he's
say-
fizzing in his body.
I was gonna say, does he have the shot glass in his body, or is he in the shot glass?
He's
I can-
in the shot glass.
I can imagine, like-
100% osmosis like style, like absorbing it.
But I mean, the only other person that we could tell besides the people here in Ebon Keep is Piper.
Would it even
Oh,
be
and-
beneficial?
And Willow. And
Like, is it
Crow.
gonna do anything but incite panic? So that's not fun.
Yeah.
I don't want panic.
Well, it won't incite panic if we don't let it get out, but letting
Yeah,
the
but you know
people
how
in charge-
hard the masses are to control.
But like, letting the people in charge know might be.
And the people in charge haven't been doing the greatest of jobs. Just saying. Wouldn't be a war.
No, there would be a war because we have a psychopathic dipshit in the Underdark who's
That's what
trying
I'm
to.
saying. Mm.
I mean, it's still a lot. But wait a minute, something doesn't make any sense. There hasn't been any indication. Like, Luavara hasn't been at war for that long. War was only ever declared until after we heard that bell toll and we walked out of the Genesis ruins and saw the Black Sun. That was when the war started.
But remember, your masters and Oranov's war have never ended.
Yeah. But at the same time, like,
Besides that, we don't know what's been going on in the Underdark.
But we do know he's been preparing for this war.
That still doesn't explain.
what does it exactly say? Like, when about the Black Sun, it's just heralding the incoming. Like, I'm a little stupid for this, so
Basically what it said was, if the presence of the Black Sun, if there is the presence of the Black Sun, there is an apocalypse happening.
So wouldn't that mean war is already here? Like the aspect of war, or whatever you want to call him.
It might
He should
not
be already
war.
here.
It might not be war. We're just assuming that is. because
Yeah.
We're assuming, but
But
We
it,
haven't-
it does mean that one of them is here.
the only telltale we have of one of them
I don't know.
is Death himself, due to the fact that his agents are, well,
But the book said that death is in every plane. It doesn't
Yes.
matter. It doesn't matter if it's an apocalypse or not.
So I'm putting my money that we have war.
Yeah, that's my money.
But
A
again,
regal rider.
that doesn't explain the bell toll or that voice that we heard.
Yeah.
Was somebody?
All we know.
Did we leave?
All we know about that is something
Did
to
we
do with
leave
Endroth.
that? Wasn't there a device to talk to all of Luavara? Did we hear it through our ears or our head?
That was
Our head.
it was telepathically in your minds that you heard it. Everyone heard it.
Yeah.
Doesn't that thing talk to everybody?
No. Not the circle. The bell.
Oh, okay.
The bell toll and the voice was what I'm talking about.
I wasn't here for that, so.
Okay, I'm just connecting dots that weren't there apparently. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Cody, you were here for that.
Was I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
were
was
here.
when we fought Sven.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was.
remember, we kicked open the door and I threw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special delivery. Small man. Flying right at your face.
Okay. Let's just say that yes, we have war.
I think that's a good assumption to go off of.
I don't see how we have famine or pestilence.
Yeah.
So it
Oh.
would either be we have death or war.
Death is everywhere.
Death is everywhere. It's regardless.
But I do think it is war because remember, your master and Oranoth have never signed. They have been at war
For centuries.
since the fall of silence.
And the book did say if war rages on for longer, the more powerful he gets. And with the recent reigniting of the Great War, it would make sense that he would show up again.
I don't want to face a superpowered goddamn war. Jesus.
Oh, the easiest way to deal with war is to end a war, right? We don't have to kill the horseman. We just have to end the war. Thereby, there's no reason for him to be here.
Yeah, but remember, the book says that
That
He
whenever
made-
the Black Sun arrives, it's already too late.
But not
Yeah.
only that, it's the fact that he will tend to
Interfere.
interfere to
And here's
turn
the
the
thing.
tides in his own favor.
A war is eventually won. We just have to turn the tides in our favor, and hopefully he's with us. He's probably not, but all we gotta do is win the war, and technically we beat him, no?
I mean,
It wouldn't be that easy.
wouldn't even, yeah.
We would have to stop the war before it would destroy the region.
Alright.
Which, in destroying the region, would reset it. So we have to somehow turn it around to where he can't reset it.
Alright then, folks, chop. Let's go win a war.
You
Yeah.
make it. You
Here's
take
the
it as if it
thing.
would be easy.
How do we win a war?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the thinking person around here.
How do you win a war?
Step one's boreal tides, in my opinion. We deal with the boreal tides and the elves, thereby finally getting most of the surface united. And then, once the surface is united, we quote unquote march on silence to deal with the King of Silence.
But remember, Danelair's still in civil war.
That war ain't been civil for a while.
Very punny.
I'm a dad. What do you expect? Regardless, step 1 is Boreal Tides. That is our current objective. We need to finish the sword. And, to be honest, now that we've revealed kind of Ornoff to a larger scale, couldn't theoretically the King of Dandelier push against the council holdouts?
You have high hopes, my friend.
I don't understand this stuff.
I mean, we could always go hold of Piper and see how it's going.
Still, regardless, we need to deal with the Boreal Tides and get the Elven Kingdom to back the fuck off. Then we deal with the King of Silence.
Well, for the Elven Kingdom to back off.
Hasn't your brother been deposed?
And he would technically be using the Elven army.
He may have been
When
deposed,
the
but
Elven
at the same
army attacked the Kitsune village, didn't they say that they were under the command of Eight's brother?
They did.
and he was saying that it was orders from our parents, which I find that hard to believe.
Listen, we
Well,
know the
we-
tieflings are masters of disguises and they hide themselves as people.
Right. But
So,
the fact is, if he was moved from his position, someone is still in control. Whether
yeah.
he's still in control, just in the shadows, or somebody else. Or it's, like we all know, or not. But here's the thing. We don't have an idea.
Then
in
there's no
order for
reason
the-
that...
So in order for them to get down, to back off, someone has to take the spot.
All right. Then here's what we... Silky's the Lightbringer, the great unifier, right? Let's unify the fucking nations and end the little fucking squabbles and then deal with Ornoff. Isn't that kind of what we have to do?
That's you skip a lot of steps in there, but yes, that is the goal.
Yes.
Listen, we don't know all the details. We can't
But
figure it
here's the
all
thing.
out right now sitting at a table. We need to act and then continue that forward momentum. We're not going to be able to solve all the world's problems sitting here drinking.
But here's the thing. There's another problem.
What's the problem now?
Did you forget? Points to Silky's eye.
Yeah, the goddess is gone. So what?
It's a prophecy.
A prophecy.
Yeah, we need to
Oh,
go
for
to the
s-
Boreal Tides, which is
Yeah.
then by we fix that situation, we can then by directly oppose the elves, finish that situation, deal with Dandelier, silence.
We think of it this way, though. We already have one nation behind us. It's just simply rallying everyone. Two, actually.
We
Yeah.
have the marshes.
We have the marshes and the boreal tides on our side.
So who's going to be
Wait,
our
what about
challenge?
We have the kitsunes too.
And the dragons
what-
are on our side as well.
I would argue we could probably get Ginhilder.
What about Rusty's area?
Who's Ginhilder again?
Ginhilder.
Wait, the deserts too. I
Yeah.
almost forgot about the deserts.
Wow, it's like
Yeah.
we're more well connected than we thought, people.
It's almost like we've been doing this entire campaign.
Yeah.
I told y'all, there's a method to my madness.
What was the madness again?
Yes.
Yes,
next
War.
question.
War never changes. So,
We
what
already-
I'm saying,
Based on deception.
Continue.
So here are the current problems that I see right now. If we were to confront the Elven army, 8, do you foresee there being any kind of peaceful resolution with your brother?
Well, I thought her brother wasn't
We're gonna quote
in
unquote
charge
that
anymore.
Well, that's
I'm
the
sorry.
thing. We don't know for sure.
I'm sorry. Do you not remember that he stabbed me in the back and kicked me down a flight of stairs?
To
Who
be
did
fair,
that?
it looked pretty cool, all villain wise.
Wait, I missed
How about I
that.
stab you? And
That
kick
was
you
that
down
was
this
before
flight of
that
stairs?
was before you joined.
Yeah.
That's
How about I
Vare is like,
stab you
huh?
in the back and kick you down the stairs?
nah, I'm good.
I mean, Araceli can show you if you really want to see.
But
Vare.
but what if your brother?
I would love to see her kick you down the stairs. Let's go.
But what if your brother is a similar situation as Sven? What if he's only?
I think
acting
the
like this
only way
because of
we would
Ornoth?
know more about that is if we talk to Sven. Sven should have an idea. But if Ornoth just wanted to have somebody in power, why not go for like the king or the queen?
That's
Why go after, her brother? Or why not 8? Because 8 was next in line.
the thing.
Elves outlive tieflings. Trying to sway the minds of older and wiser minds will be much more difficult than a younger, inexperienced mind.
And since me and my brother are close in age,
As well as also the 8's parents having a connection to the King of Silence.
It makes sense that he wouldn't want to go with them at all.
Yeah.
But what I'm asking, 8, is if your brother is under the influence of Oranoth, what would your course of action be? This is your kingdom we're talking about.
Dun, dun, dun.
well, after
Will
all
you
that
be
he's put me-
merciful?
well, after all he's put me through, and I kind of did vow in front of the whole world, in front of the whole of Luavara, that I am coming from him.
Yeah, just because
You're coming for him, but you didn't say exactly what you were going to do when you found him.
Yeah, exactly.
So why
We
would
put
I
him
let
in a
know?
cell. No. We put him in a cell for a little bit. Then he has an accident in the cell. He just ends up hanging himself or something like that, you know?
Or you can let him reflect.
Understand that even though they might be under the control of somebody else, their actions are still their actions. They're still going to be punished regardless. The question is whether or not you're going to be a merciful punisher, or are you going to seek death?
Oh,
What
let's
do you
find-
want for your brother?
well, first, let's see what Sven has to say if he knows anything about this.
Hmm.
Hey,
Does any-
Alistair.
Well, yeah. Do I have this? I guess I have the stone, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
Yep.
do have the stone.
Alistair just fiddles through his pocket. How does this thing work? You never let me use them before.
Just
Oh, you bash it against your head.
you touch the rune and channel your magic into the rune itself.
He doesn't have magic.
I have. Alistair's gonna try and use it. Does it work?
Give me a use magic device.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, where is it?
It activates.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Wait,
holy
shit.
that's-
Holy shit! This worked.
Alistair's more magical than he thinks.
Yeah, he actually does use magic.
Dad, I can hear you. Why are you so loud?
Sorry, first time using these things.
Oh my
I've
God,
never. Shut up. I've
Boomer
like.
energy.
Does this thing like? It like holds it up higher. Do I gotta like hold it away from my mouth?
Just
Like.
speak normally.
All right. Hey, are you
Talk
with
like you're
Sven?
talking to us. Don't have to yell, Alistair. Gosh.
I'm not yelling. I'm just naturally loud.
Alistair, you're drunk. Stop it.
Meadow, are you with Sven?
Yeah, he's over with the rest of the band. Why?
Can you call him for a second? We need to talk to him. Wait, did you see a band?
Band?
Like war band.
Oh, that makes so much more sense than what I was thinking.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Yeah, they're getting the band back together, Alistair.
I'm not drunk. I've been sipping.
So you guys are gonna hear like this, the like ruffling and like background noises and stuff. Eventually, you're gonna hear like the sounds of the bog, and then hear Meadow say, "The nameless want to talk to you." Oh, yo.
Hey, Sven.
Bad timing?
He say yo.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
Quick question for you. Just shut up. Quick question for you. Do you know anything about Eight's brother, the Prince of what the fuck?
Sable. Just say Sable.
Do you know anything about Sable? Like, was he being controlled like you, or was he just a dick?
I mean, he wasn't being controlled like I was. No.
He's just a dick.
He is. Unfortunately, I don't know too much because he dealt with the western side of the region. I dealt with mostly things here on the east.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I'm aware, like Ornoth promised him something. I don't know what it was, but he must have told him that he can give him something that he greatly wanted. My guess would be control. He's just being a dick.
So he's just a greedy bastard?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, thanks for your help. Give me back the Meadow.
That for me. Thank you.
Doesn't even say goodbye.
Thank you,
No,
Sven.
thank
That
you.
answers-
No
Thank you.
bye. No nada.
Yeah, he did
like-
say
I
thank
said thank you.
He did say thank you, kind of.
I said thank you the most Alistair way.
You got that right.
Okay,
Okay,
give
so
me to my daughter.
that answers
Be right back really quick.
that answers our question of what we're gonna do to him.
All right, I'm back.
All right, thank you for dealing with this. Hey, are you eating well? You're like getting good amount of sleep?
Oh my god.
God.
There's a war going on.
Dad, do you
know
need
what?
I
anything
should be
else?
concerned about my daughter.
How about I put you to sleep?
You gotta catch me first, bitch.
Idiot.
Be safe, shoot well. Remember, right? If you go for the sides of the temples with the arrow, it's softer, meaning it'll go straight through.
I walk up behind him and put him in the chokehold.
Such fatherly advice.
Goodbye,
Do
Dad.
it. I hang up. See, give me the check. Give me the check. You don't beat it.
How
I
much
flip-
is your CMD?
29, bitch.
Yo, you bitch.
I'm flipping you over on the table. I'm a
Right.
martial character, you bitch.
Goobus gets on the ground and starts tapping it like he's doing a countdown.
Try me.
Not the reverse sleep.
Put me in the chokehold, and I just imagine like Alistair hangs up the rock, immediately just grabs your shoulders, and just flip.
Not the reverse go to sleep. Oh shit.
What was that, 8? You may be in tune with nature. I am one with nature.
Remember that the next time you
That
run
was a
out of
threat.
arrows.
I
God
can
damn.
make more.
All right. Well,
Okay. Tap out.
I think it's time to get some sleep, guys.
I assume it's like midday at this point.
it's like midday.
Yeah, it's midday.
All
Wait,
right.
you
could
saying
drink
we've
these
had
early.
too much?
So
I'm saying we need to get supplies.
Yeah, we need the stock.
we still
Absolutely.
we still need a plan though. I mean, okay, yes, we're going to the Boreal Tides, but after that, then what?
Well, after we deal with that, we need to decide if it's either easier for us to go rally support in the human kingdoms besides Silence and deal with the Dandelier issue, and then all go after the elves that way, or push our advance in the Boreal Tides down to the elves with no support of any allying nations?
I think once we get the Boreal Tides under control. But the Boreal Tides are also dealing with the elves, so there's... Maybe we stop in... or
Well, the reason why I'm asking 8 about what she's going to do about her brother is because I also have to make a decision what I'm going to be doing with my master.
Well,
I thought we
yeah.
had to kill him.
Well, considering that Sven is saying my brother's just being a dick, and I am behind Sven's word on that one, you can already tell him what I'm probably gonna do. No mercy.
I guess it's just a little bit difficult for me to fully realize that we're going to be rulers of kingdoms soon.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't our original goal.
Not looking forward to that.
Vari's pointing to everybody else and going, y'all.
You too.
You too.
If you guys need any advice.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Right here, we'll go to Bluma first.
I'm still gonna be
Yeah.
out there doing what I do.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty like
God.
I'll be in charge of a bunch of loose clans on an island in a marsh. I think I'll be fine.
Except they're not really going to be loose anymore. They're going to be unified under you, Alistair.
I'm gonna have to
Remind me,
deal with a
Ragnar.
bunch of snobby vampires. I don't want to hear from anybody.
Don't remind me.
Oh,
Ragnar,
you
we're gonna
don't
be
just
neighbors.
get the...
You also get the werewolves, the liches, the werebears,
yeah,
the
yeah,
werewolves.
yeah.
The
Can I have
shifters.
another drink?
You know what? How about tonight? After we
We
get
have a drink
after-
off with Silky.
No, I have a better idea.
Damn it.
Vari party.
No,
Or
it's gonna be a
Vari,
party.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be a
musical.
party. But after we develop a plan and get some supplies, we're just gonna quotations relax.
Fair enough.
So you're gonna put
Alright.
you gonna put
I
the
pull
key
up the
down?
jar of weed.
Yeah,
Vari
you
is
have
right
some of
next
that.
to it.
Not the levitation weed.
I am going to tie you to the bed before you start hitting that.
Absolutely, we should. All right, so
I have a better idea. Oh God.
Uh-oh.
all right, so here's the thing. Our current plan, and someone feel free to argue with me. I know you all love to do it. Boreal Tides, try and stabilize that situation as much as we can before having to do something else. Get the sword finished. Rally support in other kingdoms. Finish push to deal with elves. Silence.
Just remember, we're not also dealing with
Well,
these
Dandelier's in Civil War, so that might be easier to...
easier to manage.
Because I think if we
And then
deal
if we
with
can unite the dwarves, we can get their help with the elves.
Here's the thing. I think if we can get Dandelier Civil War over, Ragnar can probably very easily, as the up-and-coming king of Dandelier, win over the human kingdoms near the Woodrow Marshes and Ginhildr, thereby securing the entire eastern half of the continent, leaving just the elves on the other side, and then silence in the middle.
So,
Not to mention, with all this going on, we're not just facing just our normal elven or whatever enemy we're going to be facing. We have to deal with undead as well. We have to deal with stuff from the Underdark rising. And you know what that means too, right? Flesh
Hmm.
nesters.
What does it mean?
Ugh.
Oh dear lord, not those things.
Wait, what does it mean? I'm so
Flesh
confused.
nesters.
Maybe we should just go pick up that kobold.
Mush
came across.
nesters?
Oh,
Flesh,
Gax!
Not
flesh
Gats, but
nesters.
yeah, Gats.
Flesh nesters. Okay, I heard mush nesters, and I was
they're-
like, what is that?
They're
Flesh
carnivorous ravens, basically.
That build their nest out of living flesh.
That's so fun.
I mean,
I want one.
We came across them. There was a tribe of kobold that kind of set up shop in a cave that had a hole where they were coming out of, and they had this one kobold that was just punching them as they came up.
It was
It's
fantastic.
kind of rude. They're just doing what's in their nature.
Well, not supposed to
Yeah,
be up
but
here.
they were trying to eat him and his friends.
Oh, well, I guess he can defend himself, sure.
Because I think securing the entire eastern half of the continent is a good call. Because that way, if we secure everything around Silence, that's going to pin in the king, the nameless king. Not to mention, we can use the undead uprising as a kind of sort of an excuse to be like, why the fuck are we fighting? There's a bigger goddamn issue.
So
Yeah.
here's my opinion, being next in line to rule over Dandelier. The biggest thing is we need to unify my people. And to do that, I think it's time that I step up as king. Or reveal myself as king. Through recommendation of the previous king. And to help get the aid of the elves. Once I'm king, perhaps a wedding.
Oh, can I be?
Uniting the dwarves and the fae.
But it's not like Bluma's a Fey princess.
No.
She is a fae.
It's still
Yeah.
it's still traditionally
still-
uncommon for dwarves and fey creatures like elves or in your case,
Satyr.
Well, actually, Isabel? Because we
Fawns.
don't know.
a fawn. That's what she is. Oh my god, I can't believe I almost forgot what that was. Oh
We actually don't know if she's royalty.
no, she's not.
Okay. Worth a
She
shot.
is now.
Yeah,
She is now.
she is now.
She gonna be, yeah.
She chose the right one if she want to be.
All right. In that case, Boreal Tides first. Then we deal with the dwarves, and then we make our way west.
Makes
Fortu-
sense to me.
As much as it's gonna hit us really hard, some of us are probably gonna have to step up and take our places on the throne.
Do you mean head east
Sooner
or
than
west?
others.
Because west is elves.
We're
Yeah.
starting in the
Elves.
east and working west.
All right.
We're moving
dealing
with the
Boreal
sun.
Tides. We're dealing with the Boreal Tides to fulfill the prophecy and finish the sword. Then we're uniting the dwarves. Then we're
So we're
dealing with
moving
the elves. Then silence.
Got it.
Having a unified front while marching into silence, I think would be the better idea.
Yeah.
To show it'll show the people that this is what we're working for,
Yeah.
and that it is possible.
We have another problem.
Hmm.
What are we gonna do with the king of silence?
What do you
Well,
mean?
no,
What are we
well-
gonna do with him?
I don't think we have a clear answer on that right now. I think Silky needs some time to think.
We have a
Saying.
long road of what we're about to do ahead of us, so we gotta.
I'm just
at
saying
least-
it's something we have to keep in mind as we go here.
Right.
Because circumstances can change.
Unfortunately, Ravina made it clear what has to happen.
Sadly, if we don't kill him, the prophecy is gonna the curse is gonna stand.
Well, the curse is.
Well, it's not that. The fact of whatever
It's
his
just
task is for the Eternals.
Yeah.
And the end result is my master can't live. Ravina made it very clear that whatever task he was given, he cannot complete.
Hence why
his soul needs to rest. That's the bottom line.
Well then.
Sounds like we have a rough idea of what we're gonna do.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Yep. But tonight,
Now what?
drinks.
Drinks and music.
Well, we should still go talk to the dragons.
What a Debbie Downer.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to we're here. We're kind of working 24/7 now. We can drink tonight. It's still the middle of the day. We can get up the mountain, talk to the dragons, tell them the plan. Oh, not all of us need to go too. Only a couple of us.
Okay, bye.
You really want me? All right. Let's
Okay,
ride
bye.
ourselves. Did you? All right. I'm the best face forward for the group. You got it.
I'll give you a little liquid courage to get you on your way, okay?
Oh, there was a full bottle of whiskey in front of Alistair. It's been gone.
Oh, buy some more. Goobus can go too. He's great at communicating.
Alistair's gonna look at you with a shit-eating grin of a scarred face and be like, "Yes, I'm your best face forward."
Truly. With a mug like that, how could anybody go against you?
I mean, it's a nice
stands
scar.
up. He stands up and flips you all off. I'll go talk to the dragon.
Somebody that's good at talking, go
You know
with
the
him,
way?
please.
All right, I'll go.
There's literally a road.
Okay, just making sure you didn't gonna take a wrong turn or something. Damn. Why is he so touchy?
Sitting the two worst people in this.
I'm not an idiot, Barry. I know what I'm doing.
Ragnar, why don't you go with them?
Who?
Oh God.
Who go with them?
I said Ragnar.
Oh yeah,
Or
that's
8.
a great choice.
The worst group of people to send in the diplomatic.
No, send Ragnar. He needs practice in his diplomatic skills. He's gonna be a king, you guys. It's important.
I have no issues going.
All right, so those three are going.
And the fun people stay.
Alrighty.
I'm
We
gonna
can
run
be
to the
fun.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
So, you want to party? Just hold up the jar of levitation weed.
Here's the thing, we can be
Eight?
fun.
Not
We
right
just have-
now.
We have bigger responsibilities.
I've been holding on to this for so long.
The only thing I can hear is party, party, party. Gotta have a party.
Gotta have a party. Gotta have.
Dang it.
Right.
Bitches love cat.
Had it.
So you guys make your way up the road and make your way to the actual sanctuary of the dragons. Fortunately, you guys aren't really met with anybody up until like you get to the main like buildings of the dragons. The entirety of the area seems almost completely abandoned, as most of the dragons aren't there.
Fair enough.
Until suddenly, a chill goes down your spines as you,
Oh no, not the sky.
as you hear a voice from behind you guys saying, "Well, look what fate has brought to us."
Of all the damn dragons, it had to be the pervert.
It's the clever. Andra the clever?
Nope,
Right?
that's not Andra.
That is not Andrew the Clever. It's the perverted one.
I can't remember her name.
It's Villa.
I don't.
Villa.
Oh,
That's the one.
Villa.
I was pulling up my notes.
That was two. Hi, Villa.
Wow, nameless.
Is anyone?
It's interesting to see you all here.
Oh, we were in Ebon Keep. We thought we'd stop on by, talk to the big bosses. They home?
And you came to see me. I'm flattered.
I feel it was more of you found us in your village. That we were looking for Okay, fair enough.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Please, what has brought you all here? Surely I thought you would all have been out saving the world with your little announcement that you made.
Starting to regret that thing.
Work in progress.
We're just here to tell, while we were in Ebon Keep, we're just trying to give you guys the general idea of what we plan to do. That way you know what's going on before we try and do things.
Well, you would most likely be better off at telling everybody else up in Boreal Tides. I took the option of staying here and holding the fort down.
So everyone else is up in the Boreal Tides.
Correct. There has been complications up north. They needed every able body.
Do you know what kind of complications? We don't know really what we're walking into. We've had no contact with the front.
Oh? I thought your little kitty cat friend had relatives that lived up there.
She does, but they lost their sending stones in the scuffle.
I see. Well, as far as I'm aware, the Boreal Tides have been quite overwhelmed with the amount of forces that were suddenly just springing from the ground, it seemed like.
I'm back.
Endless hordes of skeletal undead, never giving them a break.
Is it just undead, or is there elves there too?
Well, most of the majority of the warfront has been dealing with the skeletal undead. They lost contact with their western front across the waters into the Elephant Continent. Their forces are already spread so thin that they can't do anything to send help.
That's not good news. So, theoretically, we have to go plug a hole.
Well, at least the reports that I've been able to listen to, there have been several major, I would say, targets of interest that the chief has been trying to gather a party together to take down. And hopefully they were theorizing that taking down these targets would at least quell some of the undead.
Do you have any of the information you can pass to us now? Maybe we can try and hit some on our way in.
Maybe. I do know 2 of these targets of interest.
Oh?
And perhaps I would be willing to tell you what they are, although I'm not really actually supposed to know what's going on up there.
We won't tell if you don't tell. There's one thing we can always fall back on is that we're stupidly lucky for running in the fights.
Well,
With a blessing and a curse.
well, hunting these 2 targets alone would definitely raise some eyebrows as to where you might have heard about them.
We got connections. We can always make up a fib, force Aristella or Silky to lie about it.
Ah, yes, connections that remind you just said you lost contact to.
True. But those are details for later us. Alistair's gonna produce just a bottle of whiskey because he did buy another that was fun of just drinking later. I mean, I feel it's quite rude to not discuss important details, not over drinks. No, and Alistair's just gonna pull out some traveling cups.
Unfortunately, Alistair, I have a full immunity to toxins.
But you can still feel it, can't you? The burning, the lovely sensation of it. Can't get drunk, but it's still still feels nice.
You're gonna see her like flick her wrist as she produces a flame.
Okay, well you got me there. I was just gonna drink a shot.
What would you like in return for this information?
We can give you 8.
Now
Wow.
you can sell yourself out.
Since when do I do that? When I have perfectly
I mean,
good
you
cannon
are a
fodder.
guide after all. So technically, you are selling yourself.
Yeah, I'm a GPS versus a disgraced princess.
What do I want in return? Well, with the chaos that is brewing around, unfortunately, there isn't really much to offer now, is there?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, in that case then, how about a favor or an IOU, for example?
Very well.
Are you looking for an IOU from an individual, or
I have something to bet. I could potentially have something to gain from either one of you. So, whoever wants to flip that coin.
I'll do it.
You know, as if she
Yes,
gets
you do.
1 IOU from us, it's technically an IOU for all of us. She's not dumb.
That's the issue, we know that. But you also left us 3 knuckleheads in charge of talking to the dragons.
All right. Villa is going to go ahead and shake your hand, Rusty. You now owe her a favor.
Yep.
Typhel over again. Usually it's Cody who does that.
these targets that have been terrorizing the Boreal Tides, and quite frankly has been the largest of problems for them, has been this strange amalgamation of skeletal bones. To be quite honest, I've never seen anything like it before.
We have.
Oh?
Once.
Scary as hell.
Very well then. The other one has been rather interesting, not only to the Boreal Tides, but it has also been, ironically, a point of interest, a target of interest for us as well.
It's the bloob.
The bloob.
No. More specifically, it's a dragon.
Oh.
A dragon that has supposed to have been dead for several centuries now.
And not the one you guys resurrected?
No.
Okay.
His name was Samig. Samig the Hungry. A dragon that lived a long time ago, who consumed, could have been anything as a matter of fact, demanded sacrifices of the town quite frequently, and even went out of his way to terrorize nearby towns and villages. It wasn't until the rest of the Dragon Clan decided that he was far too much of a threat. But he had a very distinct look to him. And from what everybody was describing, there's no doubt that it's him.
All right. Well, then we have some targets listed on the. Do you know their generalized locations or no?
Do you happen to have a map on you?
Alistair pulls out like 3 different maps. You want world, continent, or Underdark?
Probably continent.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being facetious with Alistair's maps.
He just wants to show off his maps.
I like my maps.
Your first primary target is going to be at the main fork to Kolstov. That will be the skeleton. That will be the skeleton amalgamation.
That one's going to be easy to play off.
And then Samig is going to be located near Varnak. Target those 2 points of interest, and then you would most definitely help the Boreal Tides. Whether or not it'll actually quell the numbers of the undead is, well, to be seen.
There's no harm in trying.
You all did say that you were helping.
We did. I'm not arguing that.
Well, thank you for the information.
Of course. And once this whole debacle is over, I'll make sure to come and find you to cash in my favor.
Very well.
Oh, if that's all that you need, we'll be on our way.
I need to say something. Crow,
Oh.
as you were saying that last line, I just happened to look at your avatar and it winked. It was so weird.
What, mine?
Is
Crow.
Mine.
Yeah, Josh. And it was so
Oh.
strange. You said that, and just as it, the wink was perfectly timed.
All right. So everybody gathers back up. Vare is most likely just jamming out at the tavern.
Absolutely.
How wasted are they when we get back?
I don't know. Let's
Wait.
find out.
Well, the best thing is the 3 people who can really hold their alcohol are the ones who left.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? Silky holds her alcohol way better than anybody.
Fortitude
save,
saves.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Hey.
Vare's
Damn.
fine. Silky's fine.
Wow.
Urso?
That's surprising.
Can I do a performance check?
That's
Sure.
embarrassing.
How hard am I rocking right now?
Sure, go for it. Oh, you're killing
Not
it.
bad. Not bad.
Oh yeah, you're killing it. The tavern's having a great time.
Fuck yeah.
All
I've
right.
given Goobus a tiny guitar for him to rock on.
Right,
It doesn't make
so-
any noise, kind of like a little brother or like a big brother giving a little brother like their controller, but it's not plugged in. Exact same concept.
So as we get back to the tavern, kick open the door, be like, "All right, we got news.
Good news, like celebration news.
Debatable.
Oh, I knew we shouldn't have sent them. Whose idea was that?
Well, the good news, we found out that things are still alive up there.
Right.
Things are also royally fucked.
Yeah, I owe a favor to Villa, but in exchange, we got some information.
There are worse people that owe favors to around here. Let's be
I'm
honest.
still pretty sure Villa is a bad thing. Yeah.
There are still worse people that owe favors to around here.
You know, I mean, that's a problem for future me.
You got this.
All right, fair enough. What did we learn?
Well, we know the location of 2 generals in the Boreal Tides. Knocking them out on our way in could potentially
The
help.
problem is that they are on different sides of where we're going, technically, because I believe we're trying to head for Kolstov. So one of them is
at
near.
One of them's at the crossroads right in front of Kolstov.
Cutting off their supply chain.
You remember the skeletal amalgamation we came across in that one ruined village?
Oh gods.
Yep.
And the other being a dragon that has been presumed to be dead for centuries, named Samig the Hungry.
Knowledge histories.
Do those of us who are up in the mountain need to bother with that?
Up to you guys.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
Alistair and Ragnar, you guys have no fucking idea. Vare, on the other hand, has heard of Samig. Vare,
We got the 60-second history from our fine friend.
Vare, you know Samig specifically because Samig was very notorious for being a glutton.
Oh.
In fact, it's so much of a glutton that he was the reason why a lot of surface villages, mostly around Ebon Keep, suffered a lot of famines. Because this dragon demanded all of their supply of food. And if they didn't, he would therefore eat their livestock. And if their livestock didn't exist, their people.
Oh. So I relay all of that.
Yeah, Villa pretty much said the same thing.
Okay, great. So a long dead dragon suddenly turns up alive and is working for Ornoth. Great.
Didn't
And it's
Wasn't-
either we go fight him or we go fight a giant skeletal centipede that has giant scythes for hands.
It
Yeah,
can
neither options are
apparently,
good.
Summon the bloob.
Goobus, is that your dad? You can tell me the truth. It's okay.
Just rapidly, just shaking.
Oh no, poor thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold him close.
Don't upset the Gooby.
I know I'm a terrible dad.
Don't worry,
Terrible
I
pet
can
parent.
give you tips.
Alright, just gives him side eye.
All right. In that case, then, the most important thing that we should do is reopen the supply chains to Kolstov.
Exactly.
Alright. So we can probably teleport near there. We've been through the area before.
Or we can teleport directly to Kolstov.
Oh, and just go from the other direction? Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Any objections?
Nope.
None.
None.
No.
All right, get your winter gear out.
Sammy just looks down and spent some songs like, I'm good to go.
Alistair, same. Still wearing the armor of the Tundra Ranger.
Put my ice coat on.
Yeah, go frost resist.
We love us some Go Frost Resist.
And of course, you guys will therefore teleport to Kolstov.
Just immediately pop it out of nowhere.
It's what we do, though.
I know, right? It's what we do nowadays.
Oh, we gotta get Var some cold gear before we leave.
Some what?
Var's
Cold.
never been.
Vare, do
Cold.
you have winter gear?
Nope.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
very
should-
cold right now.
Oh yeah,
do
you
you
should-
have cold resistance?
I have cold resistance 5.
Oh, you're fine.
You're
Then.
fine.
You're fine.
Okay, cool.
I have winter clothing, so I don't need.
Yeah,
That's cool.
if you have cold resistance, you're fine.
Sweet. How's Goobus though? Is he freezing? Do I need to do something for him?
You went from a
You
liquid
should
to a
probably
solid.
hang out in your
He's-
clothes.
He's literally gel.
He's congealed.
No,
What is the freezing point of Jello?
I don't know.
Ask Siri.
Definite. Well, it's made of water usually, so probably 32.
Well, it depends on the kind of jello.
The freezing
You
point
make
of
Jello
Jello
with
is...
anything other than.
Jello
I mean, I guess.
freezes around 85 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh
Yeah,
Jesus!
that's not true.
It freezes at 85 degrees.
That's what it's saying.
That's
What the
crazy.
heck?
That's
That is according
wild.
to Miami University.
That's
just
wild.
Interesting. Alright, well, he's just tucked in somewhere real warm, like in my collar or something.
Like I can only imagine just an ice cube.
Oh, poor Goobus. Someone make him a coat.
I
Quick.
have fur and shit. I can wrap Goobas in if need.
Yes,
Alistair's
thank
extra,
you.
Alistair's
Yes,
extra
please.
winter gear.
Thank you.
Alistair pulls out like a fur collar or something that usually
Yeah, I
detaches
don't know
to
where Miami.
My only source of
Is-
fur is way too big for poor little Goobus.
Poor Goobus.
Alistair, hunt a bunny.
I have fur.
He gave me a fur. We're good. We're good. Look at it. He's just
Okay.
good.
The Yeti,
From what I
the
pulled
Yeti should be
up
coming
on-
back from migrating season soon.
Oh dear lord! No!
You can fight Yetis?
We
No!
No.
No!
Where?
Like,
I bet they
Um,
fetch a lot
hey,
of money.
Eight.
Vari,
Show Vari.
Vari.
Huh.
This is not an
Hey,
open
remember how
invitation.
Abe died?
Well,
This
it
is not an
sounded
open
like one.
No. What I'm about to show you, this is not an open invitation.
Okay.
And she just strips.
You're in the
Alistair
middle. You're in
immediately-
the middle of the public tavern.
Alistair immediately averts his eyes.
Var's just kind of like jaw dropped, looking entirely, and then nearly faints.
The mood of the bar
Fully. I
instantly
wouldn't
gets better.
fully.
Constitution check.
Tattoo anime like blood out of nose thing.
Alistair's just like his hood is being pulled down in front of his face.
It just immediate face palm.
Okay, what was the point of that?
There's a big scar on Eight's chest.
Yeah.
Going up her chest, across her shoulder, up her neck.
Was that a
Yeah.
Yeti?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it doesn't look half bad on you. Just saying.
I just
The
cocked my
reason why
head.
8 is being hunted by death is because she faced death by Yeti during
I-
mating season.
Okay, well, it doesn't make it less attractive. I'm just saying, and I still
Wait,
want to
how
go fight a
come-
Yeti because if it could do that, then it's got to be strong, and then if it's strong, then it's got to be worth a lot of money. So if we skin it,
No,
Their
you are
pelts are
correct. It is worth
pretty
a
penny.
lot of
It
money.
is worth a
I
lot of
got
money.
okay, my
lot-
logic is sound here.
We got good money from that. I won't argue
I
that.
am not going near another one of those with a 10-foot freaking.
Okay,
I am
you
not
can
losing.
stay home in your birthday suit.
I am not losing another eye.
Yeah, that.
I don't
that-
think you have another eye to give. Okay.
Man, can't have any fun.
I just put wraps back on.
All right. So I think that's going to be a good place to call for today's session, while the rest of the day is probably going to be spent in the tavern that is currently going crazy.
Titties.
Woohoo, tits!
We're like, woo, we didn't know it was this kind of tavern.
No, bow, bow.
People- the gold just starts getting thrown your way. We're just getting
Like-
pelted with coins.
And you know what? The Tavern Keep doesn't even give a shit because he's making a fuck ton of money right now.
Man, that's how it is in Canada. They have to throw them loonies and toonies.
Oh my gosh, Rusty, this time it wasn't me with the wardrobe.
Malfunction. I know, right?
Great. All right. So next time, prepare for combat because you
Hell
guys will be
yeah.
going up against the Skeletal General.
Yeah.
I'm so
We hot
excited.
dropping. We hot dropping, boys.
We're literally hot dropping into the middle of a battlefield.
I'm ready.
Go.
All right. We're going back to the Boreal Tides, and this time, we're saving people. So hope you guys will be there for next week, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.